Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-June 2022 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. I think I just got that for a different sign. Now, why didn't I do that from the beginning? Good question. I kept getting this Seven of Wands. I'm going to get one more card. Okay, here's... I even got the King of Pentacles more than once. Been getting in this reading, I get the King and the Queen of Pentacles too, just like Leo. So the heart of the matter is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very earthy card, a very nurturing of the earth. So any Libra gardeners out there, does Libra as a sign like to get their hands dirty? I heard that Libra doesn't like to camp the way that Taurus does, and they're both ruled by Venus. If you've ever heard of glamping, glamour camping, maybe you'd like that. But I have a feeling that Libra would rather stay in a 5-star hotel than to go camping. But that's just, I'm kind of just having fun with that. This is about the earth and nurturing the earth. The queen is the mother, the earth mother. Maybe working from home. If you have children, taking care of them during the summer, of course. Southern Hemisphere, that doesn't translate too much, but that's not where I'm at right now. And this is just a good money card of having that sort of luxury around you where you have the best of everything. That's kind of like how you like to roll. So, or I'll say this, if you don't have this right now in your reality, this is something that's really might be coming into your consciousness. Because the truth be told, and I've actually thought about this while I was doing this, is that, or just experienced it in my own consciousness, is that sometimes we can be so focused on just paying the bills, which is really first chakra, where we're just like, okay, I'm trying to survive, in survival mode. That even the idea of excess money, more than enough, those kinds of things, which is the overflowing abundance, is not even on the radar because it's like getting caught up in that survival mode. So the Queen of Pentacles is definitely not in survival mode for sure. In the past position, we have the King of Cups. And if you are involved with someone, perhaps this is that person for you. And maybe you've even said to yourself, finally, I have met a man who I feel is emotionally mature. And I've been through so many relationships where the man wasn't sensitive enough or was overly sensitive and then treating me badly as a result. There's all these kind of permutations, and it's like, wow, I feel so blessed that I have this individual in my life. This could be a counselor if you've been going through counseling. I always joke, and I would say this especially about Libra, but the idea of air signs going to counseling so they can talk about their feelings, they can analyze their feelings. That may be the favorite thing you like to do. Not necessarily feel them, but talk about them, analyze them. The higher message is the Eight of Swords. So this is a card of the negative self-talk. How could that be in the context of these cards? Well, maybe you're going to a therapist so that you can learn how to love yourself more because you say things that are not so good about yourself. Well, if you have become a literal mother, or if you're a man, a father, if you've actually become a father, or if you have usually been away at work and now you're at home with your children, and you see kind of like these patterns that are um, what they say, like, that were passed down that were done to you, and you're repeating them with your children, and you don't like that. You're like, I want to be more loving to my children, and I don't want to just regurgitate the negative stuff that was done to me. Or simply, if you have been experiencing some success and that's freaking you out, then that may be that you are not, healing from the past. And so your mind is not your friend, but it's your enemy. And it's telling you things that are lies. What crosses you is the Moon card. The Moon card in the tarot, the Moon in astrology is the ruler of Cancer. So I would include that with this particular card, with this reading, but it's also it's connected to Pisces in this particular in the tarot. And it's also the Moon card can be about addiction. It can be about emotional problems, self-deception. And in the challenge position, I'm reading it that way. Of course, it can also be creativity and just emotions and healing, spiritual healing, but it's in the challenge position. So something is preventing you from being able to do that, from access. Maybe you're out of touch with your emotions, Libra, and that is making it hard for you to change because you don't fully understand that the thoughts that are coming into your mind are not your thoughts. You're not really fully aware of that. And the reason how that can happen is because it's so deeply embedded in a person, it becomes unconscious, and the person doesn't have that awareness that it's even happening. With addiction, for instance, I remember the late Mary Tyler Moore, and it was like well publicized that she got help for herself when she felt that she was an alcoholic. And one thing that struck me, because I read her autobiography, is that she would have, I think, like 3 glasses of wine a night. And you could look at that and say, well, is that really an alcoholic? Don't you have to like drink a whole bottle, or don't you have to be like passed out to be an alcoholic? And the answer is no. What she said was that she had to have those glasses of wine, and it might have even been less than 3 glasses, come to think of it. But she felt like she had to have it every night, and that's what made it problematic for her. And so that's the kind of thing that is a form of self-awareness, where you realize, the patterns that you have. And again, this could be to escape negative self-talk. But even a relationship that is not working out for you and you're in denial over it, and you don't see that person, that you are feeling oppressed by that relationship, but you're kind of not realizing that you have this ability to be able to leave it. You're just like in that mode of thinking that I have to get this person to change, rather than thinking, I can just leave that relationship. What's coming in is Temperance. Oh gosh, that really does speak to somebody getting sober, regaining their balance in life. But the Temperance card also can be the balance of the spiritual and the material. So I think I kind of alluded to that when I'm talking about, that's another thing about the moon card and the challenge position, is that you might be disconnected from your intuition and your spiritual life. I don't know if it's less common for Libra people to be into spiritual things. I'm not saying that none are, but just as signs go, because I think sometimes the intellect likes to assert its authority in a person's life and say, that's superstition. We're the real deal. And being able to appreciate that kind of practical knowledge when it's appropriate, but not either or, being also able to have a spiritual life that is equally profound, if not more so, and that you're able to navigate these two worlds with grace, I think is really important. The outcome is the Seven of Torches, which is a Seven of Wands, which is a card of stand your ground. I've gotten this card repeatedly. And why am I getting this card repeatedly? Because I mean, if I had to guess, this is just true for humanity. I think that there is a real part of the ascension process is feeling like you can finally honor yourself, where you're not being degraded in order just to stay alive. In other words, you can have a life where it's like mutually beneficial, where you can help others, and then by the same token, you can experience a comfortable, abundant life, where you don't have to feel that there is lack anymore. And you don't have to, some people, they may make a lot of money, but they have to eat a lot of shit. And, it's not very pleasant. So the Seven of Wands is not about that. It's about not allowing other people to try to knock you down a peg, to try to make you out to be less than, so that they can control you. So I picked a clarification card, and I got the King of Pentacles. This is a card of the master of his financial resources, or you could say material resources. This can be, especially if you are, if you have some kind of a home-based business and it has a spiritual or artistic kind of theme, maybe it has a potential for being very lucrative as well. Okay, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.